The streak is finally over. The Bourne Braves win big here in Hyannis by a score of 8-3, and a major contributor to that is Andrew Fregia, the shortstop for today. Andrew, you hit a 3-run homer, and what did you see on that pitch to send in those guys and really put this game out of proportion for the Harbor Hawks?
I was just looking for a fastball, and I got beat the 2 at-bats before that with first pitch fastball, and so I just told myself that if he threw me the first pitch fastball, I was going to be on time to it. And that's what I was. I was just on time to his fastball, and that was it.
Andrew, I want to ask you kind of about this ballpark. At Dorn Park, you're typically used to a pitcher's paradise where it's really hard to hit the ball out. Here, the dimensions are a little more shallow. Do you take that into consideration when you step up to the plate, especially given that the wind was blowing out tonight? Do you consciously make an effort to try to get the ball up a little bit more, or do you just not really think about that?
I mean, sometimes you do, especially when you're up big late in the game. But I mean, I didn't really think of it when I hit that ball. I just tried to put a good swing on a fastball, and that's what I did, and I elevated just a little bit.
I thought tonight was kind of a preview of what this team could be offensively. You have you at the top producing, Richie Palacios stealing bases, everyone contributing. How excited does it get the team when you have a night like this? Everybody got on base at least once, so many contributors.
Yeah, I mean, it just feels great. Just knowing that, I mean, the next guy's just not an easy out. Nobody in our lineup's an easy out. And I mean, I think that just puts a lot of pressure on the defense on their side. And I mean, other than that, it's wild.
Last time we had you on Tomahawk Talk was at Wareham, and you had an excellent game, probably an even better game for you right here. Is there something in your workout routine or just something in the Wheaties that you're eating lately to produce all this power?
Not really. I mean, I'm a fishing guy. So I like to go fishing a lot, and now I can't break the routine. So I'm gonna have to go fishing a lot more.
Do you get a lot of that in despite not having the off days? How many times do you get out to fish?
So every now and then, every time I get the urge to just wake up early, but most of the time I don't.
I don't have that urge either. I can understand.
No, but we did go fishing early in the season. Kyle caught his first fish, and he actually kissed it.
Yeah, it took 21 years, but finally did. So.
That's awesome.
Well, word of advice from Andrew Fregia: if you want to be good at baseball, you got to be a fisherman.
Yeah,
Well, Andrew, thanks for being on the show
no
today.
Good
game.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Appreciate it, man. Thanks so much, dude.
No problem.
Well, after 3 tough losses, the Bourne Braves finally come away with a win here in Hyannis, and it seems as though that the runs really piled on for the Braves. Andrew Fregia, we had him on earlier, hit that 3-run home run, and then a bunch of more RBIs came in for that 8-3 victory. Kyle, how dangerous is this offense when it really starts to click?
Yeah, I think Justin summed it up really well when we were talking to Andrew. I think tonight was kind of a preview of what this offense really could be. I think the best part from tonight was really as great as Fregia was in the top of the lineup, having the 7, 8, 9 hitters in Palacios, Triolo, and Atwood really creating offense in every facet of the game. They were stealing bases in Palacios. They were moving up on wild pitches. Atwood had a sacrifice fly. Guys had extra base hits, singles, walks. Really, they were doing everything tonight to get themselves on base and to always put together a productive at-bat. When you can get that kind of output from the bottom 3 guys in your lineup, there's no telling how great an offense can be in one night.
Now, we saw a little bit of a jostle of the lineup today with Fregia leading off. Normally, we see Jamison Hanna or Richard Palacios in that position. How different is it for a guy who's in a 7-hole or a 3-hole to move up to that leadoff position in Fregia?
Fregia's a guy who can hit at the top of the order because of his athleticism, but he's also got some pop. Hit a bunch of home runs this year at Sam Houston State, and he has 2 this year with the Braves, which is the most on the roster. We saw one today. It doesn't change his approach too much, I don't think, but it makes the lineup a little bit deeper because if the bottom can get on, you have a producer at the top instead of maybe just an on-base guy. And if Fregia can start turning things around, as Kyle said, we can start to see what this offense can do. I mean, things haven't gone well the last week and a half. We know that. This team is still a game over 500. They're still firmly in playoff position. So if they can keep this offensive production going, they'll be in a good spot.
Well, it seemed as though that the bullpen was in their winning ways once again. We saw Luis Alvarado pitch an excellent game yesterday, and then his fellow Cornhusker Chad Linsman comes into the game and pitches a great outing. What did you see from Chad?
Well, it all started with an excellent start from Daniel Bees to go those 5 innings, and then for Chad to go 3 total. That's the most he's pitched over this summer, and if you include 2016 Cape League play too. So to be able to see Chad come out and pitch 3 innings, and I think Justin summed it up very well on the broadcast, in a game where the Braves were up by multiple runs, Harvey Shapiro saying, you know what, we're just going to win this. We're putting our setup guy out there. We're putting one of our top arms out there, and we're going to close this bad boy out. And I think Chad was a big part of that tonight. I thought he was really stellar, just simply stranding guys on base, and really when he gave up hits and walks, they were just sporadically. You don't allow guys to string together hits, and typically that makes for a good performance out of the bullpen, and then obviously for Feltner to come and lock it down, that helps.
Well, for Coach Shapiro, this is a game to build off of and really shift the momentum towards the Bourne Braves bats. How do they really take that momentum and apply it to their daily routine in order to win more games and not go on a 3-game losing streak like they did recently?
Right. I mean, you just want to continue to have good approaches at the plate, which I thought they had tonight. But I think we've been saying all season it starts with the starting pitching. Yep. Kyle said it. Daniel Bees gave him a really good start today. 5 innings, 2 runs, got the win, his 3rd of the year. And the old saying in baseball is you're only as good as tomorrow's starting pitcher. So if they get a good start tomorrow against Falmouth, I think things will probably go well. If it's another one of these 2-inning, 4-runs jobs, things will probably not go well. So I think it all starts with the arms for the Braves, but the bats were certainly good today. I don't look at Bourne as a team that outslugs people. Yep. They put up the runs when they need to, and if the pitching's good, they can get a win. And if the pitching's not so good, maybe they won't win. So they'll look at the starting pitching again tomorrow and going forward and hope that it can straighten itself out. They have a guy like Nick Bennett going who struggled in his first start but has the track record. You look at the back of the baseball card, he was awesome at Louisville this year. Zach Hess just got here. He'll make a few starts. So things could be looking on the up for the Braves.
Well, moving on to our Players of the Game segment, there's a lot of positives to take away from today. I mean, an 8-3 victory for the Braves is a good one to get some good padding off of and really carry that momentum in. I'm going to go with the guy we had on Tomahawk Talk, Andrew Fregia. He had a 3-run blast. He saw the fastball that was giving him trouble earlier that he was talking about, and he turned on it. That's something as a hitter that you adapt to. When you're in the box once again, you got to look for those pitches and you got to adapt. And that's exactly what Fregia did. So he gets my Player of the Game.
Well, there's a lot of guys to pick from tonight, so I have to give a tip of the cap award tonight. That's going to go to Richie Palacios for his work on the base paths and with the bat tonight. The fact that he was able to steal 2 bases and essentially manufacture a run by himself in the middle innings. I mean, that's the kind of game that we can see out of Richie Palacios on a regular basis. The key for him is just getting consistent time in the lineup, and that's hard to do on the Cape. But I think Richie did an excellent job tonight. It was a big part of the victory. And then my Player of the Game, I got to give it to Chad Linsman, because being able to go 3 innings out of the bullpen, something's on me. Being able to go 3 innings out of the bullpen to continue off of a great start is huge. When you can hand that over to your closer in the 9th inning, hand the game over, and you've already only gone through 2 pitchers, one your starter and then your setup guy who was able to come in 2 innings early, that's absolutely huge. I thought Chad was great tonight. He had struggled his last few games. To be able to come in tonight, really nail things down and just kind of hand it off to Feltner was awesome. So I'm going to give it to Chad.
I'm going to agree with you, Blaine. I'm going to go with Andrew Fregia. Starting in the 2nd inning, this game went back and forth, 1-0, 1-1, 2-1, 2-2. It was like who's going to score multiple runs in an inning and take control of the game, and Andrew Fregia did it. 2 guys got on for him. It started nobody on, 2 out. Atwood and Richie got on, and then the home run from Fregia got the job done, and the Braves never looked back. So Andrew Fregia is my Player of the Game.
Well, it seems as though there's a lot of mosquitoes out here for us, but the Braves are going to be itching for another win tomorrow as they head to Falmouth to take on the Commodores once again. Make sure to tune in for the broadcast for that one, and catch our Tomahawk Talk live from Falmouth. He's Kyle Kercheval. He's Justin Galanti. I'm Blaine McCormick. We'll see you next game.